Welcome to a thankful Sunday edition of the Dysfunction Junkies podcast. We may not have seen it all, but we've seen enough. And now, here are your hosts, Chrisy and Kerry.
Bum, 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 bum. Hi, everybody. It's Thankful Sunday. I'm Kerry.
And I'm Chrisy.
I love our music.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Catchy.
It is. It gets me grooving and shaking and dancing.
Yep.
I love it.
Yep.
I am thankful on this Thankful Sunday for our music.
Okay. We can start with that.
So, alrighty. Well, every month we like to come with a thankful episode where we can talk about the things we're thankful for, both on the show, maybe in our life. And we'll also give you some teasers on what's going to happen in future episodes.
Yes.
So let's start off with locations.
Yes, we're still growing out there. Thank you.
We are growing. Chrissy, go.
Well, we have some wonderful new areas. Did you, DeBary, Florida?
Something like that. Yeah.
DeBary, Florida. Thank you.
Yes.
Costa Mesa, California.
Yes.
And Elk Grove Village, Illinois.
Yes.
Mumbai.
Yes.
India.
We got another country.
We do. So thank you. We're excited.
And thankful that Pakistan is 1% of our viewing now.
Or listening.
Or listening. Yeah. Listening.
Viewing
yes.
Eventually, maybe. Yeah. We need to do that. But.
Pakistan's apparently still loving us. So.
Yeah. So thank you.
And I'm still want to hear from you guys. I want to know who's listening to us in Pakistan and India and I mean everywhere. I want to hear all over the United States, but this across the water there. I'm just curious on how'd you find us? Who's listening? Is it a male? Is it a female? Is it Americans living abroad? Is it, dysfunctionjunkies@gmail.com. Let us know.
Yes, let us know. Also, we may have a call in from somebody who's been a fairly significant part of the show, Fingers/Natalie.
Yes.
We are working on getting her to call in and give us a check-in and get a chance to talk with her. And I'm not sure if she would maybe down the road eventually make it into the studio, but we could probably definitely work in a call-in first. So we're hoping to make that happen.
Yes, we are doing some upgrades here to the Dysfunction Junkies podcast. And we are, looking at upgrading the equipment so we can do these type of things. But we also have updated our website.
Yes.
So our marketing company that I've been working with out of California, they've been helping us to revamp on our new website, which is dysfunctionjunkiespodcast.com. And so I'm very thankful for them for everything they've done to help us get this website up and running. It is the one-stop shop for the podcast. You can see our episodes. We're going to start doing a blog. Hopefully in the near future, have some merchandise, events calendar. So Chrissy, why don't we talk about some of the events that we're going to be helping with, we're thankful for?
Well, the Ursuline alumni golf outing.
Yes.
And
Canine
Companions,
yes.
which very wonderful organization. Ursuline alumni, which is us.
Yes.
We love supporting that and their causes. Golf outings. I'm really excited about some future events that we can help with because they really, like I said, I've said it in the past, they have a very strong alumni base and they are very much involved in helping future students.
Yes.
Who are going to come into the school and have a wonderful experience with Catholic education in the Youngstown area. So
that's right. So we released Junkies Care Initiative, which is community awareness, recognition, and education. We did that just a few days ago. That's going to be every month on the first of the month is Junkies Care. We're starting off by supporting our Ursuline alumni through the Don Foley golf outing. Now that golf outing is actually coming up. It's on the Monday, August 18th. It's at the Youngstown Country Club. So we're starting local, but then we're going to go national because we're going to support the Canine Companions organization, national organization that supports or provides service dogs to people with disabilities free of charge. We're going to be at the Dog Fest event in New Albany, Ohio at the North Central Training Center. That'll be on Sunday, September 21st. And you can find information about all of these things on our website. We'll have links to everything. So yeah, we're very thankful that we're going to be starting this initiative and, supporting both the communities here locally and abroad.
And I think if you have an organization that you feel strongly about, that you would like us to recognize and help promote and support for a good cause, please let us know. We would be very happy to know what our listeners, our junkies, what is important to you.
Yes. So please send us that information. You can send it to us on our Facebook page. You can email it to us, but we want to hear from you too. So for when we're looking at future organizations.
Yes.
So one of the things I want to be thankful for, and I need to give some shout outs because, June, I did some traveling and we never got to talk about some of my travels. But, one of the new countries that we have is also Jamaica.
Yeah.
So in addition to India, we got Jamaica. And that was partly because Jim and I went on vacation with our friends, Heather and Andrew. We went to Jamaica. It was a fabulous week. We love Jamaica. I tell you what, the people there are amazing. They are just so genuine and so sweet and so kind and laid back. It's nice. It's so nice to go there for vacation. So I have to give my shout outs to, of course, Sandals. And again, Sandals, they're not sponsoring us, but you should because I talk about you guys. I love you guys.
Yeah, definitely.
The Sandals brand, we were at Sandals South Coast and oh my God, beautiful resort. Oh, it was so nice. Beautiful beach, amazing. But I have to give a shout out to the Butler staff, Ainsley and Devon. They were absolutely amazing. I'm telling you, you want to be pampered, you go to Sandals, you get the Butler room. If you go to South Coast, ask for Ainsley and Devon. Superb. These guys were amazing. So I have to give a shout out to them. I also have to give a shout out. Jim and I went to Dolphin Cove in, it was in the north part of the island, kind of up near Montego Bay, but that wasn't the name of the area. Any case, Nordia, Nordia, I think is how you say her name. She was a trainer there. And this was a great experience. We got to get in the water with the dolphins and we were swimming with them and they were doing foot pushes and it was just absolutely an amazing experience. If you ever have the opportunity to go to Jamaica, go to Dolphin Cove. If you have an affinity for dolphins, this is an absolutely amazing experience. Great for children, adults alike. Even Farm Boy Jim got in the water with the dolphins. So
go Jim.
I know. So I promised her I would give her a shout out because truly she made our day very special. But I have to tell you though, we did have one interesting experience. We had a driver because it's an hour and a half drive from the airport to the resort. And you could take a shuttle bus, but we chose to have a private car. Our driver fell asleep on us.
While they were driving?
Well, we got caught in some traffic because it's like a little 2-lane road and there was some construction and there was a car broke down. So we were kind of in that stop-start traffic, Stop for 5 minutes, start for a minute, stop for 5 minutes. She fell asleep like 3 times.
Oh my gosh. That's a little scary.
It was a little bit unnerving.
You weren't like on the side of a cliff or anything, were you? I don't know what the topography of Jamaica is, but...
I would not say a side of a cliff, but the roads were narrow.
Okay.
They drive on the opposite side of the road from us here in America. So that's always like a little like discombobulating,
right.
Because it's different. We were but what would have taken an hour and a half took 3 hours. And again, she fell asleep a couple times.
Was it because she fell asleep or because of the construction?
Mostly because of the construction and there was a car breakdown. But
okay.
We might have gotten there 5 minutes sooner had she not fallen asleep and been like 10 car lengths of cars, people waiting for us to move so they can move.
So let me ask you this. Do you think she had the DNA test? That
was a napper?
That she's probably one of those dirty, stinking nappers.
I 100% believe she was, because here's how I know this. For some reason, of all of Jamaica and all the drivers and all the car rentals, when we went back to the airport, guess who was our driver?
The napper?
The napper, the same lady. And we were
She napped again?
Yes.
Well,
this is bad. Let me tell you this part. So we're standing in front of the resort at the entrance, waiting for, our car to arrive. And the butlers come out and say, "Oh, your car is here." And we look and we're like, that looks like the same car we came in. And then I look through the window and realize it's the same lady. She was asleep in the car waiting to pick us up.
And you rushed to get in that car with, didn't you?
Oh, sorry. I just totally blew the microphone out. The bellhop had to go knock on the door to get her to wake up to take us. And then we were like, oh my God. And I grabbed Jim's shoulder and I went, oh my God, it's the same lady and she's sleeping already. So
maybe one of you should have drove and you could have let her sit in the passenger seat and get her napping.
On the way back from the airport, she's trying to make small talk. One of the things she said was something about, why do us Americans have to give up early on our days off because I think she asked, like, on vacation, did we sleep in or whatever? And we were like, well, a little bit, but we like to get up early for breakfast or whatever. And she was like, I don't understand why you Americans, why aren't you sleeping in? I'm telling you, on my days off, I sleep. And I wanted to say, well, you sleep on the job too, but I didn't.
Are you sure she didn't have narcolepsy?
I don't know, but God bless her. She really was sweet, but yeah, maybe driving is not the best career choice.
Right. Well, yeah, I would say so. Real quick though, I have to get back to something with you because it freaks me out.
What I do.
And many things do. You're in the water with these,
the dolphins.
Yeah. So are you sure it's always dolphins? Like, because I would be confused. My luck, I'd be like, I'm going to stand up on this dolphin and here comes a shark.
Yeah.
And I'm like, geez, this doesn't seem interested in me. And now, I'm just, anything that has a fin that would be coming at me, I'm done.
Well, it was the aquarium that it was in was an open water, it was the actual ocean water that it was in, but it was blocked off. And so they weren't getting out and large sharks weren't coming in. Now, I'm sure some of the smaller fishies could get through the gates and the nets or whatever, but no.
But did you see Jaws 3? Because I bet you did, because that's a SeaWorld thing.
It is. But, and they did have a stingray thing and where you could swim with, I'm sure it was nurse sharks. We didn't go look at them, but they had a swim with sharks. But we've swum with sharks before, and they're usually nurse sharks. They're just benthic bottom dwellers. They might crush a bone, but they ain't going to rip your arm off. So who knows? Maybe they got them because they did get into the aquarium. I don't know.
I mean, I totally, Jaws was in SeaWorld. And I'm not telling you anything to be crappy about SeaWorld, but that's the premise of the movie.
It is.
And maybe
it got through
SeaWorld should have sued that movie because it seemed like SeaWorld went downhill after that.
Now, don't be cracking.
I'm not cracking on SeaWorld. I'm saying that I think they have a case against Jaws 3.
They probably could. You would think because they used the name, they would have probably had some rights, or they had to somehow. They couldn't have just used their name and made that movie without.
No, it definitely was a licensing thing, I'm sure, because, it was very clear that it was SeaWorld.
Yes. I have two more things to share about the vacation. So we fly often Southwest just because it's one of their hubs is out of Pittsburgh. We fly out of Pittsburgh. So that's one of the airlines, and they usually have the best flight schedules when we're flying out west to Las Vegas or Utah, or when we're going to the Caribbean. So we do fly Southwest.
Okay.
I do enjoy Southwest. I used to hate it. I used to call it the cattle call and everything, but now not so much. But I was a little put off by one of the flight attendants this time.
Uh-oh.
Because I always ask going onto the plane, is it a full flight? Because that way you're mentally prepared. Am I sharing a row with a third person because it's just Jim and I traveling and there's 3 seats? Or is the potential, the hope that we might get a row to ourselves? And most of the time, the flight attendants, they'll tell you the numbers. Oh, there's only 2 seats left, or oh, it's a pretty full flight, or oh yeah, there's plenty of room, and it's never a big deal. And the one flight, they were like, oh, there's like 60 some open seats. So they were actually trying to tell people, like, spread out, like, we need to balance the weight. Now, I always have a problem with this. When they're telling you have to balance the weight, they're not weighing us before they get on the plane. So when we randomly sit wherever, is it just a statistical thing that we're just randomly going to balance our weight? But they're very concerned when it's a very empty flight that they balance the weight. And I'm like, are our human carcasses really going to make that big of a deal on that flight that they have to balance the weight? But I would think you'd be more concerned on a full flight to balancing the weight. And also, if you bought a plane ticket on a plane that had assigned seats and you didn't get to pick your seats, do they go through the plane and say, oh, no, you have, you have to move because our weight's not balanced, because we had too many heavy people on the right side of the plane book and light people sat. I mean, these are just things I think about when I fly.
I know. And I love that you fly because you want to go to these wonderful places. But to be honest, this sounds like so much trouble. I'm happy just to park my ass in my car and go. I really. Hey, if any junkies out there are aeronautical engineers,
yes,
can you please give us the skinny on or the
skinny
fat,
or the fat?
skinny or the fat on traveling on these planes?
But
how skinny or fat do you have to be to fly?
Truly. I know that's a little off topic about our Thankful Sunday, but these are just things I thought about because I was so thankful for my vacation, and I was so thankful to be out there and meeting people and sharing the news. And again, going back to originally, Jamaica is another country that we got some listeners because I was there obviously promoting us. I just wanted to give that thankful shout out.
Kerry is definitely holding up a lot more because of her happiness to move about the world. I am very happy to shout at the mailman as he delivers my mail. Did you listen to the Dysfunction Junkies podcast there, boy? Come on. Because that's about all I'm interacting with there.
Hey, mailman would be good for us because what are they doing all day? They're delivering mail and walking. They could listen to us. They could bang out a couple episodes.
You know what? It's a government.
They're probably not allowed to have.
I'm not allowed to toss them some flyers and say, "Can you just keep dropping these people's flyers?" I'm pretty sure that completely. That's wrong. It's so bad. Sorry, I thought about it.
Yep. All right. Well, before we wrap out, Chrissy, let's talk about future episodes.
Yeah.
What else do we have coming up?
We have an episode where we're going to talk about aging with grace.
Or not,
which can be a problem. Our Flashback Friday is going to be bringing back our diets episode.
That is awesome.
So that's a fun one. Oh, so we're going to talk about phrases that we used to hear as kids. And do those phrases reflect our parents' trauma or whoever was inflicting those phrases on us, and how did they play on our dysfunction? So I think that one's going to be a fun one to talk about. And back to school.
Yep, summer's drawing to a close.
That time again, everyone. So that's another one.
Awesome. We've got a great lineup. All right, everyone. Well, that wraps up our Thankful Sunday episode. We're so glad that you joined us. We are so thankful to all of you, our listeners from whatever city, country, state that you are listening to us from. Please be sure to check out our new website, dysfunctionjunkiespodcast.com. Check us out on Facebook page. Check out our new Junkies Care page on our website to see where we're going to be at. Again, we have that golf outing for Ursuline High School on August 18th. And we also have the Dog Fest for the North Central Training Center in New Albany, Ohio for Canine Companions. We will be there that day. And we're also trying to raise $500 for Canine Companions.
Yes.
All righty. We'll see you all next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.